Hey, what's up? I'm reviewing and comparing the M60 and the Mk18, two American light game guns and those who remain. So first, these are the perks I used on the Mk18. You can switch out steady aim for something else if you'd like. So the Mk18 is partially related to the M4A1 in concept. So similarly, it has an above average rate of fire for an assault rifle, as well as being very controllable. But interestingly, it actually does a little bit more damage than the M60 while having the same penetration, so the DPS is quite good. And it's also mounted with a red dot sight to make distance shooting a bit easier. The magazine size is pretty average for an assault rifle. It holds 30 rounds, but compared to the M60 it's very small. And paired with the fast fire rate, the magazine will consume pretty quick, so you're gonna have to reload quite a lot. But thankfully the reloads are very fast. And lastly, the total ammo count. While average for an assault rifle is actually lower than the M60, it holds 150 versus 200 that the M60 has. And it also has a very poor ammo efficiency, only picking up 30 per ammo pickup. So compared to the M60, this has slightly higher damage with the same penetration, but a much faster fire rate, so it has superior DPS. And so because of that great DPS, I like to free run with it, but because the magazine is pretty small for its role, you're going to need to reload pretty much after every horde kill. So next, these are the perks I used on the M60. It's also pretty common to use Juggernaut, or Heavy Hitter, or Steady Aim, depending on what you want. Meanwhile, as I said earlier, the M60 has a very similar damage and penetration, but it trades out ease of use for a much larger belt size. It holds 100, and it gets another 100 spare. And quite incredibly, you get 100 ammo per ammo pickup, which gives it some of the best ammo efficiency in the entire game. But the iron sights are a bit small, so it might make long-range shooting a bit harder. And the fire rate, while good, is nowhere near the Mk18's. And worst of all, the reload is an astonishingly slow, like 6.5 seconds. 5 seconds with brisk. The very large belt size and great ammo efficiency can make it a perfect weapon for free running or camping, but also the high damage can make it good in basically any situation anyways. Pretty much the only thing you should be careful of is that very long reload, and if you're caught while you're reloading, you might die. So, which gun is better? For the Mk18's high damage, fire rate, and penetration can basically just melt through small groups, but you really have to focus on managing your ammo correctly, or you'll just find you run dry way too quick. The M60 doesn't have this issue because it has a very good ammo efficiency and a large belt size, but the long reload can kill you if you don't time it correctly. Now, if these two weapons were the same price, I'd think the M60 would win, but since the Mk18 is like, I think 7 levels lower, making it a cheaper weapon, I think they're actually tied. The M60 is definitely a bit better in some areas, but this is a similar comparison to the CMMG Merc 47 and the RPK, with the M60 being the RPK in this situation. You pay more for a generally more effective gun, but you do lose out on some nice parts, like the hollow sight and the low recoil. So anyways, that's about it. See ya.